Hi, I'm here with Mr. Hamilton Grant, and he is the president of the Columbia Urban League Young Professionals. And we're going to talk to him today about the mission of the Young Professionals and them relaunching of fall 2017. So, as we know, Hamilton, the Columbia Urban League Young Professionals relaunched up under your leadership fall 2017.
Sure.
How has it been?
So since our relaunch, it's been great. We've had phenomenal feedback from the community. Young professionals from all over the Midlands, even outside of our Midlands area, have really expressed wanting to be a part of the movement. We did our relaunch in September with our meet and greet, and then we actually opened up our role for membership in around November. And since then, membership has been growing. We've had a strong presence on social media platforms, and so it's just been phenomenal. The excitement is there, the buzz is there, but there's also substance behind everything that we're doing. So we started last year with the meet and greet, and then we had our first general body meeting in December, where we really talked about signing people up and making sure everybody is prepared for the healthcare situation. So making sure everybody was insured. If you didn't know how to get insured, we had somebody come and present.
Correct.
And so in January, moving into 2018, we know, you start the year, everybody has these grandiose plans, what we want to do with 2018. Then 2 weeks later, you're back to square one. And so what we didn't want to do that. We wanted to make sure, okay, we want to put these plans, these goals and visions down, but not only that, we want to put a plan to it, because when you have a plan, you can execute it. And so we had someone come and speak to us about that. We also had an event called Open House, where we held it in a new community here in Columbia.
A growing community.
Yes,
where young professionals could definitely thrive.
And so we had people come who were members and who were not members, who were interested, and they got a chance to not only see a house available on the market that was set up, they got a chance to walk through different houses. So that creates the vision of seeing myself inside a house if I'm not a homeowner already. And then to add more to it, we had someone there who was available to do on-site pre-approvals. And I believe several people took advantage of that. And so we're just so excited about all of the things we're doing. We want to do things that are out of the box, that are creative, that'll reach our 21 to 40 age group. And we're excited. We're grateful to be here.
So that 21 to 40 years of age, tell me, why is civic responsibility very important, especially for that age bracket? I'm sorry. Let me say it again. Let me count.
3.
Hold on, I was about to sneeze. That's what it was. I didn't want to sneeze on him. Or
that flu going on.
Actually, that's not. Already, I don't know if I had the flu or just a bad cold. Okay. All right. Is that ginger? The ginger? Ginger?
Nah, there's some random coconut shit.
Okay. All right.
3, 2, and 1.
So as you said, the young professionals are definitely geared toward young adults in between the ages of 21 and 40 years of age. So tell me why civic responsibility...
Just say civic engagement.
Well...
I'll tie the responsibility part in.
Okay.
All right. In 3, 2, and...
Hold on. It won't come. You know how like your nostrils are tickled?
Satan, come up out of there.
All
right. 3, 2, and 1.
So as we know, the young professionals are geared toward young adults in between the ages of 21 and 40 years of age.
Sure.
So tell me why civic engagement and social responsibility is important, especially for those age ranges.
It's extremely important and critical because as we saw in our last election cycle, there was more emphasis placed on that age range than any other election prior to. That age group from 21 to 40, or the millennial generation as we call it, actually has the largest voting block. And so that tells us in other statistics, when you get into other regions or other areas, that tells us that that particular age group not only sets a standard and a trend. If you want to do something, you cannot do it without those people. And so that's where we come in, especially locally. There's some great things happening in our city, in our Midlands area, but we don't want the 21 to 40 to be left behind. And then when they get to the position to where they can lead, we want to make sure they're equipped to lead because and thrive. Because one of the worst things is putting somebody in a position of leadership prematurely, because then they get exposed and it's hard to come back from that. So we want to do our part with helping people be civically involved, make sure you're conscious, responsible from managing your money to buying a house to knowing what to vote for or what questions to ask.
Or just being informed.
Just being informed,
in general.
period.
Yeah,
right,
definitely.
right. Something other than being on social media.
Which is important still.
It is very important.
And that's why that age bracket is very important, because we're the ones that's actually on social media.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
It's extremely important. I think people underestimate the power of social media because you see so many people organize and reach people from across the world, not even just across the country, just across the world, and for like-minded ideas and for a goal and a mission. And if we can do that with the Urban League Young Professionals, we're reaching out to our colleagues in the upstate, in Charlotte, in Houston, and utilizing those connects and putting together relationships, man, the National Urban League Young Professionals will be an amazing auxiliary. And that's what some of the things we've done.
So the Columbia Urban League has a myriad of various programs to support youth in the community, in addition to civic programs as well and other community forums. So tell us why you think the Columbia Urban League Young Professionals is important to the actual organization as a whole.
It's extremely important because it adds another aspect to what is already there. I'm a firm believer you never have to reinvent the wheel. Just add your flavor, put chrome to it. And so
Chrome.
So
it's expensive now.
It's expensive, but hey, it's worth it.
Yes, it is.
You end up being shiny. So
and perception is reality.
It is. And so with having the YPs on board, it's just an added incentive and an added value to the Columbia Urban League. And then Urban Leagues all over, because what you don't want to do is have to go out and recruit when you can pipeline members in. So once people phase out of the YPs, we don't want them to go anywhere. The Urban League should already be a part of your lifestyle and what you do. And so the natural phase would be to move right up into the guild or right into the greater Urban League as the affiliate.
Or pitch other ideas and supplementary programs.
Absolutely. And so I believe that when you have brilliant minds and collective minds together in the diversity, whether it be age or race, whatever you want to deal different or diverse, I think all of it comes together for an amazing outcome. And so that's what we're trying to do with the YPs, and we have an awesome relationship with our affiliate and with our CEO, and we're so honored to have that relationship to where he's open to having new ideas and new mindsets coming on board and getting that knowledge and wisdom in return.
So tell us, how can people join? And tell us about some of the upcoming endeavors of the actual young professionals as well.
Sure. So this month is Black History Month. What we wanted to do on our social media page is take a unique stab at Black history. We would not be where we are today without the legends and the pillars and the giants of the community that have paved the way. And so we truly acknowledge that and are grateful for it. But in the same breath, there are some amazing, talented millennial and young professionals doing some awesome work from the ages of 21 to 40. So on our social media page, CULYP_SC, if you follow it, every day during Black History Month, we will highlight a young professional, whether it be local or across the country, that have made outstanding contributions to society. It is. I like it. The feedback we've gotten from that has been outstanding. It's inspiring. It is. And then the great thing about it is some of these people are not new to Columbia. Or not new to South Carolina.
Right.
For example, Chadwick Boseman, who is the phenomenal actor from Jackie Robinson, 42, Black Panther. He's from
James Brown.
He's from South Carolina.
Yes, not many people know that.
Not many people know that. And so just putting that aspect into the realm of Black history, saying, hey, we recognize what Black history has done in the past, but it's not just a thing in the past, it's a thing in the future. Right. Because one of the issues that we have to face within our community, the generation that comes behind me, my brothers and sisters, or my nieces and nephews or baby cousins, we have to make Black history relevant to them. They might not care about a Dr. Carter G. Woodson or a Langston Hughes.
You are their Black history.
Right. And so we have to create that model for them and say, hey, you see this person, this wasn't the first time this was done. This is where it traces back. And so that's one of the things we're doing for Black History Month. For our general body meeting, we're getting ready for taxes. So everybody's about to be balling. Income tax season is right around the corner.
Let's learn to invest.
Let's learn to invest and spend
life insurance
responsibly. Absolutely.
Yes.
We want responsible spending and fiscal fiscal responsibility. So we'll be talking about different ways in which you can, some of the things you can file for. What does this current tax bill that just got passed recently, what does that mean when I file for my taxes? And so coming up in March, we're partnering with the City of Columbia and the Together You Can Read initiative, where they pick a South Carolina author and a South Carolina book, and they read to kids in Richland District 1. And so we'll be volunteering for that. I mean, the opportunities this year I'm so excited about, and we're just glad to be on board again.
All right. Mr. President,
yes,
how can people join? Tell us how they can join.
Sure.
How much does it cost? And what are some of their responsibilities as a member of YP, if there are any?
Sure. So you can join us by going to ColumbiaUrbanLeague.org. You can click on the Young Professionals tab right there. They'll have several things that discuss who we are as a board, how you can register. There's a form that you can fill out. It's so simple and easy, and you can actually pay that registration fee online. The fee
we love to pay online.
Online, got to.
Yes.
And so the fee is only $25, and that's annual. You don't pay that $25 again until 365 days until you join. And that's a one-time fee for the year. And so what we really are looking for in a member is really what people bring. We're not asking you to have a certain criteria. We're not asking you to come from a certain background, because everybody is unique and special. God created us to be unique and special in our own talents, and I believe when you put all of that together, you bring something to the table that's amazing. And
it's a great way for other young professionals to network with other like-minded people in their age range and possibility in their own career paths.
Absolutely. We have so many entrepreneurs in our membership that people need. People need janitorial services.
Right.
People need lawn care services.
Take back our dollar.
Some people need hair services.
That's right.
Some people want their nails. I mean, these are just certain things. Some people are educators and may have children and say, my child needs a tutor. Where do I turn to? You don't have to turn to anywhere, because it's right there in that network.
Your own community.
Right. We want to create that microcosm of the effect where everything we need is here or on the way. And so that's what we're promoting and how to join. If you not sure about joining and want to check us out, we put all our information on social media. So again, on Instagram, CULYP_SC, and then you can join the Facebook group and on Facebook as the Columbia Urban League Young Professionals.
And Instagram. So we have Instagram. Oh, email. Tell us email.
Sure. So the email address is CULYP@CULSC.org.
All right. Thank you so much, Hamilton.
It's a tongue twister. Say it 3 times.
CULYP@CULSC.org, and follow them. Instagram is CULYP_SC, and on Facebook they're Columbia Urban League Young Professionals. And so this is another edition of Empowering Communities and Changing Lives.
Thank you so much.